Hello Stellar Souls, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam from the Soul of Stella with another pick a card reading here for you today, and this one is all about your career in September. I have already pre-shuffled some cards here for you, but we will clarify with tarot and end with some advice. As always, please only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you. Spirit has been super specific for me lately, and so I really appreciate you taking responsibility for how you consume your tarot. Knowing what is for you and not coming for the messenger, okay? Please don't shoot the messenger. This is only personal development. It's for education and entertainment purposes, and you can say, okay, Spirit is saying this, or this might be a good option for you, and you can decide, okay, that sounds good. I'm going to take that option. If anyone appears in your readings, please always remember that everyone involved does have free will, including yourself, as just discussed, and that time is fluid. So even though we're tapping into September, things could really be moving into later in the year and even beyond, because some of the cards I've chosen can look beyond as well. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into it. This is pile number one. I feel drawn to turn this card over. I wasn't going to do that, but I've got, okay, retrograde and review. And I am filming this in Mercury in retrograde, and Venus in retrograde is ending today. I've also got Taurus. This is pile number two, and this is card number two, Taurus and cultivate. Okay, so you don't have to be a Taurus to pick that energy, but if that resonates with you, this is pile number three. This is Capricorn and achieve, card number 10. Okay, so card number 15, card number 2, and card number 10. 1, 2, 3. Please take a moment, ground yourself, take a deep breath. Choose the pile you are most drawn to. The timestamps are in the description box below, as well as all the information about the decks that I use, my Etsy shop, anything that you can buy, crystals, Reiki healings, personal readings, it's all linked below. Let's get into it. Pile number one, you chose the retrograde and review card. This is your September career reading, okay? This is an interesting review retrograde card. I kind of want to move it like that. That's how it feels. You know, it's like things have got some moving parts, and it may be like a house of mirrors at the moment for you. It's like 10 steps up, 10 steps back. Let's just call it a cha-cha. I also got like a really big like gulp kind of come up my throat chakra then. So this is really calling, and Mercury does rule the throat chakra, does rule communication, I should say. So your affirmation this month, really importantly, could be, I speak my truth and express myself honestly. It also feels like you've got to express yourself to yourself, okay? Card number 15, 1 and 5 is 6. So it's talking about something needs harmony, something needs healing, something needs cooperation. And the 6th house does talk about health and wellness, but also work, service, duty, daily routines. So a real reflection on where you've been, where you want to go, what lessons have you learned so far. And it's almost like slowing down to speed up. It's doing a year in review right now in the month of September, which can be very beneficial, saying like, okay, well, we've come this far. I've got 4 months left of the month. How am I going to treat it? How am I going to hit that goal? And interestingly, I'm clicking my finger. It's kind of like, it's now or never, you know? It's like, all right, let's go. Come on. Firing things up again. It's almost like this was really needed for you. You've also got partnership, Juno and partnership. Look at that. Very like lovebird kind of energy, communication, air energy, needing to discuss things. This could have to do with service, okay? Partnership and service. We have, oh, 9th house and exploration. I love this card. Yeah. Woof. I love this. Okay, so this is that moving house of mirrors kind of energy. If I explore what is important to me, if I you might really be meeting someone in September with this partnership energy that is a kindred spirit in some way, shape or form, that helps you explore not just like the depths of your, because look at the depth of field in this card, right? Not just the depth of your experiences in life and your thoughts. It's kind of giving me like beautiful mind and the writing on the like university wall, mirror, window. And then it feels like a window to your soul, because this 9th house energy is very seeking higher education, religion, travel, even legal issues, but it's a spirituality, it's a philosophy, it's an expansive energy with that exploration. I love that. I think that when you use your life and you use reviews and you, particularly Mercury in retrograde, to really assess the situation with like almost like a brain dump, you know, when you get like a big piece of butcher's paper and you like put the goal in the middle and you're like, well, what if, and you spitball all these ideas, you brainstorm all these ideas and all these possibilities, and then you go back and you sleep on it and you come back again and there's even more ideas, or you collaborate with someone and there's even more ideas and you're like, wow, I didn't even think of that. It expands. It's like a pulsing energy. There are moving parts going on at the moment. The overall energy that actually, yeah, the overall energy that I feel for your career, what's come up is fear, anxiety, and isolation. I feel like there's a need to end the fear, the anxiety, and the isolation. And that's why you're possibly open to collaborating, to partnerships. I mean, you feel very isolated in your mind at the moment. And that's why you're like, well, I need to go and find my tribe, my soul people. And also I need to go and find what really inspires me. But there is a sense of fear of walking through that threshold. And I feel of addressing the issues, okay? Because look at the similarities in the archway. It's giving, and I said it before, I said it in the intro, remember that life offers you and spirit offers you a choose your own adventure kind of novel, and you get to turn the pages and pick your chapter. There is this energy of, okay, I don't know if anyone remembers the Australian kids TV show Play School, but it's like through the arch window, where will we go? Okay. And again, window, air energy. It's like, that feels like air energy to me as well. Actually, I should look up more about Juno, but that's what it feels like with the birds. Wow. And I just heard the Chili Peppers song, With the Birds I Share This Lonely View. So there is this sense of you were thinking and overthinking and stressing about the idea of needing to do all of this life alone, of really being in this anxiety state of walking through this next chapter of life in isolation. Is it always going to be this way? Am I always going to feel this way? Am I going to have no one to adventure with? And how will I ever know what's really out there unless I go? And so if you choose the arch window, it opens you up to a new opportunity. It's overcoming fear, false evidence appearing real, right? False evidence appearing real. And you realize, well, if there's a speck of hope, then I can go. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's the kind of energy I get from that isolation card. Look at the color of it too. Very similar to that exploration. It's almost like the seed being planted towards taking this bold leap of faith, which could involve travel for some of you, okay? But it feels more seeking in a expansive philosophical education way. Yeah, that anxiety is all that moving parts. It's all that nervous energy, restless energy. And sometimes that's what we need to really progress forward. This is at the point where I feel like we need to tap into some pedal. What is happening with this energy for the month of September in career when it comes to pile number 1, please, Spirit? Can you tell us more about this energy relating to their career, work, attention to detail, and daily routines, your daily method of operation? You might be incorporating more spiritual practices into your work. Okay, so before I start work, I'm going to cleanse my space. I have a routine that I do before I start this kind of work. Obviously, I do spiritual work, but I feel like it's going to enhance what you do. And I'm hearing, I don't know, is this a meme? Enhance. What is that about? Anyway, you've got the Knight of Cups. You're looking for more things, people, places, things, and thoughts that serve you better. You're tapping into the well of, like, something feels very golden within you. I mean, look at these 3 cards in the lineup here. It's almost like you could win like some kind of crossword puzzle game or something there. But I feel you really feeling fulfilled by whatever it is that the rituals that you're putting into your work at the moment. It's giving you an emotional sense of fulfillment, and anything that isn't, you're like, that needs to be shifted. It needs to change. It needs to find more power, or it needs to be let go, okay? Because in retrogrades, we can really let go of certain things. Anything else that we need to know for pile number 1 when it comes to career in September? Clearest messages that you have for us, please, Spirit. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you might be experiencing a bit of a financial pinch, but I strongly feel like if someone has been taking a long time to make it known that they would like to work with you, I think they are coming forward quicker than they normally would. But they might be asking for more from you for now before they actually reveal how much they have to give to you. I hope that makes sense. That's a different message, but it was very clear for me. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, you might not trust this person immediately, okay? Because you're hoping that this person is going to come in like a savior, but actually they're kind of coming in with a bit of a testing energy. Wow, that's a lot, but I'm going to take it to clarify this situation that just arose here, because you're doing well independently, because the Nine of Cups is an independent kind of energy, but then along comes this person which feels like it's a very lucky break to you. You're like, okay, this there's something that almost feels too good to be true about this, and that's why it feels sneaky. That's why you're a little bit shady. That's why you might be holding back on how much effort you put in, how much money you invest in this, if they are asking for some kind of partnership here, even if it's a travel opportunity, a work opportunity to move, okay, like I said, moving parts and this nauseous kind of energy. If you're afraid of, or if you get like motion sickness, okay, there's an energy of that, whether you're traveling or not, it's just things shifting. And I feel like that's putting you on a new realm, a new level when it comes to career. And so you're trying to keep things close to your chest before it's completely revealed to you about what's going on here. You've got the Four of Swords, interesting, Four of Pentacles and Four of Swords, talking about a need to build new foundations, have some of that rest energy of just breathe, you got this, it's going to be okay. And when we feel motion sickness, when we feel nauseous, what do we want to do? We want to curl up in a little ball and protect ourselves. And sleep it off, or retrograde, review. Why is this happening to me? Get some fresh air on this perspective, you know. You've got Death and Rebirth, which is definitely, I feel, happening here. It's like, okay, it's now or never. Something has like fallen away, something needs to be reborn, something needs to shift. Like I said, you're in your head about this. How's this going to work out? Oh my goodness, it is going to work out. Look at this fiery energy, Leo Aries energy with the Sun and the Emperor. And two major arcana cards here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards in that. There's something major that is shifting in your career at the moment. And I feel like it's either an opportunity with someone you already know who has a lot to offer you, and you know that, but they're not offering you all of that straight away. They're keeping quiet about something, and it's like, oh, this feels like my lucky break, but why do I feel like this person hasn't got everything, hasn't laid everything on the table? There is a sense of that person kind of wanting to test the waters first. And I don't think it's a test you kind of situation. I think it's just, why? Clarify why the King of Pentacles is not showing their full hand of cards immediately. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the World, the Ace of Swords. They kind of want you to come to your own conclusions, especially if you've got lots of offers on the table. They want you to start a new beginning here. And they want you, they are kind of testing you, I have to say, but in not in a conscious way. It's almost like the universe is testing you to make a really bold, clear decision for yourself to move away from a lack mindset. And the mindset here is really coming up of changing your money story. And that's very interesting because I specifically pulled money story cards for this career reading because I felt it was necessary. But overall, I think it gets revealed to you when you choose this new beginning and you choose a new money story. Look, what's the best that can happen? Oh, but what if it does, right? How far can I expand this? How far can I take this? Am I willing to learn? There's something so positive that comes from this. There's a beautiful, happy, warm energy, and there's this protector provider opportunity that this person seems to be not giving to you from them, but instilling in you to become that person for yourself. That is the kind of like mentorship partnership that I feel is coming through for you, especially if you are in business for yourself, or if you are going for a promotion in a high level, even like an international kind of role here. You're coming to a very clear conclusion that this is something that you are going to dedicate yourself to. There's no ifs or buts. There's no back and forth. It's like this is the new beginning. This is the fresh start. It's clear to me. I'm going to learn from this. I'm ready for this. And you come at it with a positive new attitude. Wow. I love that. You also have the Two of Cups is just peeking out there. just upright. And that is partnership, okay? For some of you, this is a soulmate, and we can have soulmates that are friends, mentors, coaches, things like that, or this is a love partnership. And I did say lovebirds, even though I'm pretty sure they're not lovebirds, they're some kind of parrot. This is someone who might mirror you, or someone who has been where you want to go. And so there is this trustworthy energy coming through. Whatever, this is equal reciprocity in terms of emotional investment. Okay, so this person strongly, it's almost like they see you as a protege. Okay, someone who they can give this gift of instilling trust and faith of self and self-motivation and self-starting energy into. It's like you take the wheel of your own ship and you will go far. Let's continue. We have, I love it for you, last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. 100% work through your feelings about this. This is a personal quest, okay, is what I'm feeling here. But it also is a very fiery energy. It's like, why do I feel competitive about this? Why do I feel argumentative about this? Why do I feel restless about this? Okay, first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. Okay, so your fiery energies you're addressing, you're also addressing your watery energies, your emotions, your depths of not feeling like enough, okay, when it comes to insecurities. Last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more, okay? So you're really listening to what this person has to say, and I strongly feel you're also listening to your emotions and letting your emotions be your compass, you know, guide the way here, in a way where you master your emotions. You really change that money story for good, and it sets you free. It really does. When you work on things that really fulfill you, it sets you free, but it starts from within. The whole name of the game starts within, about how you choose to feel each day. Okay, to stand emotionally open before the world and give of our hearts without fear of hurt or demand of reciprocity is the ultimate act of human courage. The Sun is a very courageous energy. Even the Emperor is very courageous energy, okay? I'm going to hold that there so you can screenshot and read for yourself. You also have refinement here. This is Scorpionic energy, card number 42. And it is the Dahlia. So it's elevating you to a level of luxury or a promotion or a lot more money. And it's like you have to adjust your mindset before you become that position, before you get that offer, before you set your sights on that new land ahoy. I hope that makes sense. There's a very magical, ritualistic, like coming of age into your next level of prosperity. Wow. I cultivate my garden and my garden cultivates me. 100%. You're cultivating your mindset, okay? And that then feeds what comes next for you. That then feeds your opportunities that arise, the partnerships, the offers, the clarity, the fresh start. Okay, now this is about your money story. Appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Now, this is not talking about love. Take this in a career sense, okay? Appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. We were talking about that. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way. Yeah, you're appreciating everything that is on offer here, everything that you have experienced thus far. It's a review of your career in existence thus far, and also it's giving you a peek into the future of what is next. I freaking love this. Let's get some final advice out here for you, pile number 1. We're going to use the Miracles now. I haven't used this deck in a while. It's a Gabby Bernstein deck. Final advice here for pile number 1 when it comes to career in September. This is one of those readings that feels like it's going to last like 10 plus years. It's like 10 plus years in the making. Very much 10 of Pentacles kind of energy of elevating yourself to something that creates longevity and investment and generational wealth. Okay. If I want to feel supported, I must support myself. That is the perfect summarization. Is that the word? Summarization or summarization, I don't know, of this reading. Okay, that is the perfect summary. If I want to feel supported, I must first support myself. And the same goes for love, honestly. It's changing that mindset. You might really benefit from listening to some Jerry and Esther Hicks. This is their deck. You might benefit from listening to some Gabby Bernstein, perhaps. But strongly, I feel you will benefit from, with the change in your mindset, listening to some Dr. Joe Dispenza, and breaking the habit of being yourself to become a whole new version of yourself. I wish you all the best, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know how it resonates in the comments below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is also in the description box. Take really good care of yourselves. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your September career reading. You chose the Taurus and Cultivate card, card number 2. This is strongly giving me the impression of you being stubborn towards what you are co-creating in your life and in your career, and how your money is almost like fertilizing is what I want to say. So seeds have been planted and you're wanting some cornucopia, like a good harvest. You're wanting good fruit, juicy fruit, things to make more with. Okay. Love that energy for you. Why do I feel like we're missing a few cards here? All right. I'm going to get into these 3. Oh, you have way less cards than pile number 1. Interesting. This feels very, right, on point. Cultivate energy. You are saying no to things that no longer serve you so that you can say very particular yeses. Now, this is something I talk about in career readings a lot, but it's very bullish of you in terms of like, no, I'm very fixed on this, because Taurus is a fixed sign. This is an earth energy of like, I'm very grounded. I know exactly what I want. Card number 2 is talking about balance. Okay. And there's a sense of luxury that comes through with this Taurus energy as well. A sense of, doing more with less, okay? A minimalistic, but quality over quantity. That's it, okay? So stop. You are saying no to certain things being pushed into your energy is what I want to say, because I'm looking at that like the top of a plastic like takeaway drink, and you push the straw through the middle. That's interesting. A strong push. And like I said, bullish kind of energy. Bull in a china shop, right? How do you stop the bull? You don't put a red sign in front of them. It's going to make them charge at it. So I feel like you're going to stop at nothing. This is going to be disruptive to potentially your career, but I feel in a good way. Look at the color of this disruption energy. And this reminds me of that freeway in LA where it's all crossed over. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. And it's like, could you not have chosen a better time to do this? Pile number 2. With card number 2. I like that for you. But it feels like I'm disrupting the industry. You know how people use that word in that way? I kind of love it. It's like I'm shaking up my life right now. And what does a bull in a china shop do? It's shaking everything around. And, you know, the things that aren't stable, they're going to crash to the ground. Oh, well, that had to go. There's a lot of dust, I feel, that's coming up with that as well. So interesting message for your career. Let's dive into some tarot at this point. Can you tell us more about what pile number 2 needs to know when it comes to their career in September, please, Spirit? The clearest messages that you have for pile number 2. Tell us more about this energy. What are they cultivating when it comes to their career in September? I keep hearing luxury, and I'm seeing like bling, like little sparks, like little bling sparks. The Emperor. Entrepreneurial energy, Aries energy, action, Mars and action energy, but you also got this Hermit energy. How contrary of you is what I want to say. King of Wands in reverse. So you've got this fiery energy, but wow, you're cooling it. You're cooling your emotions for a second. That is an interesting mix of energies right there, right? Because you've got all this fire energy, but you're like, whoa, Nelly. Just hold up for 2 seconds. You know your limits about how much you want to shake up in your life. Look, the King of Wands is usually someone who uses their passion and purpose with a strategy and a plan forward, and they're very creative and innovative about how they make things grow. The wands are our thoughts on our spiritual level, but also our beliefs and our values and our drive, right? Our willpower. So you've got this desire, or you've just found yourself in a new position of owning your own business or a position of authority in some way, and it's caused you to go within Two major arcana here. You've got Aries energy and you've got Virgo energy of just stopping for a second and taking a breather and being like, all right, what do I need to do to make sure that I am the person that can turn this wand energy around? It's almost like I'm going into this with little to no strategy, but I know I have to figure it out. Okay, I'm stopping myself now. That's that hermit energy. Just pause. It doesn't mean you have to completely disassociate from people. You're just really going within to find the answers, which is perfect. It's like an apprenticeship phase, but you've already got the role. Okay, that's really interesting. What a challenge. What a challenge. How is pile number 2 going to turn the King of Wands energy around? I get a strong sense that you just don't believe in yourself. This is kind of like a lack of confidence. And you need to, in a way, I'm kind of feeling like you beat out the competition, but you're not sure why. For some of you, that might resonate very specifically about a job role. But for some of you, it's also like maybe you've started your own business and you've got quite a bit of success straight away. And you're like, what do I do with this money? I want to invest it right. And I need to have the confidence to continue this. I don't want to just be a flash in the pan kind of business. I want to be around for a while. So you have the wherewithal. You just need to, it's almost like your psyche, your soul needs to catch up to your brain. And the way you're like, yeah, I know what I want. I know how to get it. But like, can I? You know? Interesting. Wow. Oh my goodness, pile number 2. I am so pumped for you. Look at this. King of Pentacles. Look, you know that slow and steady is going to win the race. There's a slowness. There's a purposefulness to this energy, which is good because look, the wand energy, when it's night energy, Knight of Wands energy, can be very flighty and flirty and inconsistent, you know, hot and cold. But the King of Pentacles energy is, no, I know I'm going to get there and I'm going to be protective and providing of self and anyone else in my care. And so you're almost trying to put aside your need to keep disrupting things, a chaotic energy to you. It's almost like you're stopping your restlessness a little bit. You're shaking things up and then you go, okay, stop, enough. Now focus on cleaning this up. Because if you go too far, it's like when you first start cleaning out your closet and it gets this huge mess before it gets clean again. It causes some level of disruption that is healthy, but if you go too far, you verge on like an MB, can I say that? Like a little bit of a mental moment. You're just like, oh my, it's too much. So you are I kind of want to use the word hurdling. You're hurdling over your innate desire. I just heard to F shit up. Okay, you got so much passion here that you're bridling it. That's probably the best way to say it. You're bridling it. Because look, you've got the hunter of the lion, but you've got the hunter of the wolf. Maybe that resonates with you in some way, and you've got ram energy over here. You've got ram energy here, and a bull energy here and ram energy here. Sorry, goodness me. So you've got a lot of like power, a lot of power. If you're not feeling powerful in your solar plexus, I'm in touch with the source of my power is going to be really important for you. I wouldn't be surprised if the sun energy came up, but you're wanting to move away from too much chaos and into a level of calm where you feel like you're sitting pretty, like you're sitting healthy, you're sitting in front of a warm fire, you're never going to go cold, you're never going to go hungry. And so you're really setting strong, very financially secured decisions and moves in place. This is the fruits of your labor, and it's the way you labor itself. It is creating opportunities with purpose and particularity and seeing them through to the nth degree. Okay, it does take a while because the pentacles are the slowest moving energy. Anything else that we need to know about career? Queen of Cups, it makes you feel emotionally happy. You feel proud in a way that is really good for your emotions, very cleansing for your emotions. So congratulations, pile 2. You're doing this inner work. And I get the sense that some of you may be neurospicy kind of people, because you're really trying to channel the way you specifically work with the quirks of how you like things to be done. And so there is this cooling, calming energy that like balances out all this masculine energy, for starters, all this masculine energy. You add a bit of, what do I say? Softness. You add a bit of softness to that, and that is extremely healing for you. And again, with patience, give yourself grace in the amount of time that this is going to take, because, you know, especially if you're a creative person, I feel strongly that you want this yesterday, you know, and you're like, that's why I know I need to slow down to speed up, okay? I don't think I could say that in another way. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, look at that, retreating. You know when to pull back, because like I said, if you do resonate as someone who goes all gung-ho and then they're exhausted and they can really wear out their flame straight away, you're really using water therapy for some of you to cool your jets, and you end up taking complete days off, okay, because you're so active and so large and in charge on one day, and then you're like, right, now today I need to recharge. You actually get more done than most people, to be completely honest. So you're starting to really take the blindfold off about the way you prefer to work, and it feels like it's setting you free. It feels like a really healthy, not just mentally, not just financially, but emotionally, Knight of Wands. So there's that Knight of Wands, that's inconsistent kind of energy. Do you know what? You're embracing some parts of that, to be completely honest, you are. But you're realizing when enough is enough, okay? And you're realizing when you need to slow down, right? Rest, retreat, review. We're in Mercury in retrograde now, so that, you know, expect delays. There's that strength energy, right? I was saying the beast, right? This is Leo energy. So many major arcana cards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards here. Okay, so this is big. This is really big for you. I am so proud of you. And you've got the Page of Wands. It's like, yep, here we go. New adventure. Take this leap. I'm really excited about this. I'm using my passions. I'm channeling. I'm cultivating my passions and the way that I work and the people I work with and the work that I do. It has to bring you to life. Evanescence song, okay? That's a real like dark energy. The inner strength of you, the inner strength of you is taming the beast of what society says you should, how society says you should behave, function. Nah, not anymore. Not anymore. I'm doing it my way. I love that. 9 of Swords. This reduces your anxiety. This, look, it's going to disrupt some people, especially if you have a boss that you kind of report to. You may be anxious about making this change, but look, I'm so strongly drawn to that white bird, that white dove. It's just like, no, I know this is for me, and you're going to see it soon too, okay? You may be actually really having sleepless, restless nights, disrupted sleep, because you've got you're processing all of this and you've got so many good ideas, okay? As you're even having fun with life, because when you get to live the way that feels best for you, you have fun with life, your ideas are 100% magnified and you come forward each day with limitless potential. Wow. I freaking love this so much. Make sure you are getting as much sleep as you possibly can though. Try not to be on your phone too much as well. All right, we have New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. Yeah, you are with the Hermit. You're going within. You're doing the healing work. You're questioning everything in a very healthy way. Be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Yes, be so proud of yourself. This is what you needed for yourself. I feel it's been a long time coming for you to finally like release the shackles of what of how you have been taught to work. That's an interesting phrase, how you have been taught to work, okay? There is a nobility to those who do not let neediness or desperation compromise who they are. Yeah, so you're not getting this like macho kind of energy. With the Emperor can sometimes be in his ego, and the King of Pentacles can sometimes be too much of a workaholic. You're not becoming so desperate to have a life of luxury. Remember we were talking about, like, there seems to be some kind of like new wealth that you're coming into, or that you have already come into, and you're like, okay, how do I best use this? I haven't been taught to handle money like this before, or opportunities like this before, or I want my business to have a certain vibration to it that I haven't had like correct, okay, I want to say correct, don't shoot the messenger, role models for previously, so I need to become that. And there's a real nobility in this. Look at this, these kings and these queens and this strength, noble energy, okay? There is a nobility to those who do not let the neediness or desperation to fit in, do the right thing, have certain things, have the most things. You're really okay to cultivate with clarity exactly precisely what you want. And you're not compromising who you are and the way you like to work in the process of getting your goals, okay? Beautiful. Okay, you also have healing with the geranium. Again, more Aries energy here. It feels like something you can bottle. This is something that, like, I feel you are going to become a role model to other people. This is so good. This is so healing for people like yourself. No matter if you didn't resonate with the words that I was using, because I'm in no way a doctor, a medical professional, or anything like that. It's more of a creative energy in terms of the way you think is probably more right-brained, can I say? Is that the right? I don't even know if I'm saying the right thing at the moment. My brain goes to mush sometimes when I'm channeling. But there's more, I want to say green brain. You're more green brain. You become almost a healing idol. Okay, strong words, I know. But it's just between you and me. This is for your career, your life. You don't need to be PC with your own life, okay? And I've just heard drop the BS, okay? So that's that. Like, you know, bull in a china shop. Let's drop the BS. And there's an authority to that. No, I just want authenticity. Okay. Gardening is cheaper than therapy and you get tomatoes. Yeah. So you're working on yourself and you're working a way that is perfect for you and you get rewarded for it. Healing is good therapy. Healing is good for your financial success. Okay. Okay. This is your money story card. It's card number 3. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. 100%. And look at the arms held up there looking like a magnet. Okay. Zoom, zoom is what I heard. So this pulsating energy of really drawing things to you. And the 3s are all about expression and growth. Okay. The eternal laws of the universe steadily hold the promise of expansion and joy. Understanding the laws will reawaken within you the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds, cultivating your world. If this time-space reality has within it the ability to inspire a desire within you, it is absolute that this time-space reality has the ability to yield you a full and satisfying manifestation of that same desire. It is law, okay? So whatever I desire, I can acquire. I'm going to hold that there so you can screenshot it and read for yourself. Let's get some final advice here for you. I love that. So change your money story to know that everything is possible. Limitless potential with that strength, energy, and the 8. What is the final advice here for pile number 2 when it comes to their career? This is the Miracles Now deck by Gabby Bernstein. In case you were curious, I haven't used it in a while. Actually, interesting that I say that. My throat chakra is getting really, getting a lot up at the moment. So that's, you might need to speak up, but speak for yourself, like for your own, a life of your own design, okay? I speak my truth and express myself honestly, and that's that authenticity that was coming through. And it's interesting that that all happened when I spoke about Gabby Bernstein. And if you haven't read Spirit Junkie, is it her first book? Or you just don't know Gabby's story, it's something that would really resonate with you, I think, because it's like that coming from a past, a history where there's chaos and turmoil, and that's what you thrive on, and perhaps not having the right role models around you at the time, to becoming your own best role model, and having a very stellar career as a result of that. through authentic expression, and she's done that beautifully. I remember watching one of her videos ages ago. I think Instagram was just becoming a thing. And she was straightening her hair and putting on makeup, and she said, I can be spiritual and look pretty at the same time. And for me at the time, that was like, I don't have to wear like, yeah, and I'm a bit of a hippie. We're being un-PC today. We're just calling a thing. And a gypsy kind of thing. I definitely have that within me, but it just resonated deeply within me because I like nice things, but I also am very spiritually connected. All right. I don't know why I felt the need. Someone needed to hear that just then. I release my need, wow, to be perfect. Virgo energy, kind of Taurian energy too. And I center into my commitment to serve the world more love. Okay. To relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. Yes, using that youthful energy and that youthful passion of yours. You've got so much passion with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, and it's got a youthfulness to it. And like I said, being an apprentice but already having the role. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. That is perfect. Yes. Oh, I love this for you, pile number 2. Please take really good care of yourselves. Let me know if it resonates in the comments below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can also check the description box for that. Good luck. I am so impressed. Be proud of yourself. Enjoy this journey. I'll see you in the next one. Pile number 3, you chose the card number 10, Capricorn and Achieve card for your September career reading. Okay, this feels like the end of one chapter and the beginning of something else. It feels like the end of hardship. It feels like you've climbed up the mountain. This is the sea goat. Climbed up the mountain, overcome plenty of challenges with the Saturn energy behind this. Yeah, and there's something very reliable or intentional about you that is coming to reward and fulfillment, okay? You only got one card here and you only got 2 like overall energies of how it's going to feel. There's a protective kind of energy here, and there's a sense of love creeping in when it comes to your career. So this could be the end of overworking to the point where that in itself is protecting your relationships or protecting your heart chakra from possible like high blood pressure, you know, stressing, heart palpitations, that kind of energy. But this protection feels like it's divine. It feels divine protection, but also physical protection, because the Capricorn energy is very earthy energy. So it's like a you can't just bulldoze over a mountain. You have to, it's like over, under, sideways, down. You have to find a way around it or over it, you know, and you can mine a mountain all you want, but it still stands, you know. Very protected energy. And there may be a partnership involved here with this 2-link chain. And it's not unbroken. There's no key. It feels like there's no entry into this. Yeah, the ties that bind, I just heard. But you've achieved something. Congratulations, you're at the peak, you're at the pinnacle. It feels really good for your like achievement. This love energy feels like you're a success. You're happy about this. You're very content with how things are right now. But you are tired, you are exhausted. You have come so far, okay, with that 9 energy. And if you're thinking, look, I don't think I've achieved it, it's right around the corner, okay? Just, you can step over this rabbit-proof fence. For some of you, this is like one more push and you're there, okay? Because the 9 comes before the 10. The star in reverse. Why the star in reverse when we're talking about succeeding at something? Why the star in reverse when we're talking about succeeding? Oh, that's an interesting message. Remember how I was just saying, like, there's something protecting you from working too much? There's a greedy kind of energy coming over you, and I say that with love, where you wanted more. You wanted the outcome to be different, but it stopped you at a certain point. And it may very well have to do with health. I am not a medical professional by any means, and this is just what Spirit is kind of giving me in the cards and with my intuition, okay? You know that if you've been watching my channel for a while, the radio frequency of my channeling has gotten extremely clear and specific. So please only take what resonates for you. Yeah, there's a need to balance out your emotions, the depth of your emotions, because all this fight and flight, gosh, that's exhausting, okay? You need some refreshment. Yeah, okay. Walking away from, this is the protection. This feels like divine redirection, and it feels like you needing to accept that something is enough. It's like, and I say this to myself a lot. It's, if you've ever watched the movie Babe, that will do Little Pig, okay? That will do. And I have a sense of being like this as well. And I have very little earth energy in my charts. But I have and this is air energy actually, but I'm looking at the Capricorn Achieve energy. This is Aquarius energy. This is hopes and wishes. It's like I didn't get everything that I was asking for because enough is enough. Because actually, if I tried to get everything I was asking for, I would lose something else. I would lose my relationship. I would lose my ability to get back up. It's like almost at the level of burnout, okay? And Eight of Cups can really talk about that. The need to walk away from something, and even though you had such high hopes about it being everything, what you're walking towards is so much better, okay? It's like, yeah, this is still a light, but you're sending it down the river because you need to walk towards the sunlight and the happiness. And if you're deep in this moon energy, there may be a sense of regret and disappointment about this. You might have really strong emotional reactions to this. But it feels like you need to balance out the light and dark attributes of yourself about, okay, well, this I know, logically I know is the best thing, but like my achievement, my ambition, right, is fueling more. I want more. I want more. You've got to kind of question, why do I want that extra part? Why am I not satisfied with what I've got right now? And it's not to say that what you've got right now is all you're ever going to get. I feel like there's a new opportunity coming. There's a new beginning coming. With this 10, what comes after that, right? A new beginning, a new opportunity in tarot anyway. Wow. Tell me more about this situation in career for Knight of Pentacles. Look, things are going to start speeding up again. This is why you need to take 5. This is why you need to be like redirected. And this is why there's protection here. If you feel like you've had to put all your might into getting where you are and you're disappointed about not reaching the complete peak, it's almost like you get to the top of the mountain, but you see someone standing on like a 2 centimeter higher platform, and you're like, get off the platform, because like that's the highest point, and I'm not entirely at the highest point unless I get there. Very finicky kind of energy, which I understand in a competitive sense, and it's probably taken you a long time to get to that point, but it's like you need to have the energy to be able to now speed things up. So that's why Spirit, the universe has stopped you at this point, and not even stopped you, but just like held you back from getting everything you want right now, is because things are going to speed up when you redirect. There's a redirection, walking away from something that was really like you thought it was the be all and end all, but there's something so much better. So don't be downhearted about this, because I actually feel like this is such a good thing. Yeah, something that's going to give back to you better. This feels like doing, as some other pile got this, I can't remember if it was pile number 1 or pile number 2, completely blank out these readings so quickly. This feels like doing less with more, okay? So you feel like you've really struggled, persisted, pushed. You've exhausted yourself getting to this point. Now things, let it be easy. Let it be easy. And there's a sense of like, keep doing the one thing. Keep doing the one thing that makes the biggest difference, okay? Because you're about to be rewarded, and I want to say refurbished, replenished, reimbursed. That's what I want to say. Reimbursed. It's like you've already invested a lot. Now something needs to give back to you equally. This is equal reciprocity in terms of resources, time, energy, money, investments. And in the smoky haze in the background, you can see the 8, the limitless potential here. Something better. Something better. I'm telling you, this is more harmonious. This is more healing. This is more cooperative energy, okay? Queen of Swords. This opportunity may not present itself entirely authentically to you immediately. You've got the Eight of Wands, but it is coming in hot. Coming in hot, 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 and fast. And look at that. The High Priestess literally fell out in a blockage position. You're being asked to trust your intuition, and some of you are like, but what is my intuition? Because I thought I wanted that. Wow. This is so cool. That is beautiful energy. I love this. Clarify the Queen of Swords. It feels very protective. That's that air energy coming through that feels very protective. And you're like, there's a part of you that's kind of going, I know I have more to fulfill in my full potential. So does this opportunity. Trust me, this opportunity knows. You also know, but you're not allowing yourself to know. You're not allowing yourself to really believe that this has happened for a reason. And you may have outside influences, maybe even a love partner, but I feel like it's more like societal expectations about your certain career path or your certain promotion, or just, let's call them friends, acquaintances who want to, there's like a big talk kind of energy here, big talk kind of energy. And so you're like, yeah, but I wanted to, yeah, but, you know, you're like, questioning your own intuition and your own guidance that you're getting and the synchronicities that you're getting. But what I'm really drawn to is the fact that the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess do kind of keep quiet about a few things, okay? They do kind of hold some things back. So I think quietly you really do know that this opportunity is better for you. And in fact, you might not be telling everyone what you've already achieved because you've got this sense of like, well, I didn't really achieve what I wanted, and you want to keep quiet about that. But what you would be surprised to learn is that people are extremely proud of you. People are extremely impressed by you, but you're trying to impress to a whole other level. And it's self-impression, how you want to appear to others. And so if another part of this opportunity or another extension of this project or career move starts coming in quicker, and it's like moving you in a new direction where you're actually getting more for the effort you put in, you're kind of keeping quiet about it because you're like, oh, I just need to see, feel, believe, trust that this is going to take me to the position that I want it to take me. Temperance, be patient, okay? So that's interesting because here you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is slow moving energy when it's upright. In reverse, it's saying, hey, it's probably going to speed up a little bit. It's not going to be as slow as you think, but the Temperance is very healing energy, as well as patient energy. Again, talking about balancing light and dark, moon and sun, okay? Balancing out emotions and positivity, or deep emotions, darker emotions, and then like this rose-colored glasses kind of energy as well. Can we clarify? High Priestess and Seven of Swords in reverse. You can trust this. You're trusting this because you are keeping things close to your chest. You're keeping, and I think there's an element of, if you're a certain level of success, this is why you're protected from achieving everything straight away. It's almost like you're protected from achieving the whole thing that you wanted in this top line, but then get ready for you to achieve so much more that you haven't announced to the world, that is more like a secret kept, because it's protecting you from people who don't have your best interests at heart, who possibly want to find a way to beg, borrow, or steal from you, okay? And so you're really grounding yourself in this new energy. I hope this is making sense, because it's setting you up for a stronger foundation to keep going. Because if you get too exhausted and you do have this like complete burnout moment, it could take you years to recover from that. Whereas this is setting you up to have years of longevity going forward, which is almost to you like, oh, that's actually slow going. But what you don't realize is actually how fast this change has taken place inside of you, for you, and then around you. Okay, what is the outcome? What is the outcome of this shift and this opportunity and the way things are more rewarding for less? What is the outcome for pile number 3 in terms of career in September? I'm hearing it's worth waiting for. Death and rebirth. right back to the beginning with that 10 energy. Even though this is card number 13, it's giving me the energy of a cycle completing, and it's giving me the energy of like we had the bushfire, and now we've got the seeds of new growth coming through, and what that's going to provide is this regeneration, this rejuvenation, and that reimbursement energy, right, that I was talking about, death and rebirth. This is so much bigger, and that's, look at how it's cloaked too. This is very high priestess energy of the future is so bright, but it's cloaked because we need to keep that quiet for now because we're protecting our assets. You may even get like, there's like a vaulted kind of, there's plenty of different options, but there's a vaulted kind of like company protection where this company is protected by that like company, and that asset is protected by that, and no one really like owns anything on paper, so that you're completely protected. Things like that legally may be at play here as well. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Don't be too scared to feel your feelings, because you may even be feeling quite nervous. You might be grieving the loss of this ideal, but actually what's to come is just as good, if not better, okay? And this 3 of Swords, you're allowed to have this grieving moment, but I think there's this balance within you where you realize, in order to avoid the heartbreak of a relationship breaking down, or if you have had a relationship breakdown, for some of you, this is a side note, then what's to come is a generational wealth and a family and a legacy that is bigger and better than what was, okay? That can be really hard to swallow right now, and I send you so much love. Clarify the 3 of Swords. The Ace of Swords in reverse. This is going to come to you like a breakthrough, but it is delayed. So I understand at the moment that can be a very challenging message to receive, and you can obviously have the healing that you need, the time that you need to address that, to recognize that. But I think this is a lesson that has been a long time coming for you, and it happened in divine timing at just the right amount of time, like at just the right pinnacle of time. And I'm still drawn to that like challenging mountaintop, okay? Because it's protecting your future assets and your generational wealth and your legacy strongly coming up there. Okay, and we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a really soft, nurturing energy that's coming over all of that. So feel your feelings, let your emotions go. It's going to be very healing for how you view your career, your job, your title, and your assets generally. But I think also your relationships coming into play here, and the money that you possibly share with others, even if it's like inherited wealth, but I strongly feel like it's earned wealth. Very important for you to start processing your emotions and have a sense of softness over yourself, okay? Really letting some of your emotions out. Water cleansing might be very beneficial to you at the moment. One of my favorite things is diving under a wave and coming out all brand new. It's a freshness, okay? So we also have first quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Yeah, exactly. Release control. Because the divine plan is so much better. There's something very mystical about this. This is like giving me like Outlander with the stones, okay? Release control. There's something so much bigger than you at play here. Full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. You're poised and you're ready to strike at the next opportunity. The next opportunity will present itself in a healthy manner, okay? That's what I want to say. Wow. We are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. Wow. Conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. Wow. If this is like family money and you're in a family, or you've been given the reins to a family business or something like that, I feel like that's going to resonate strongly with you. Wow. Shut the front door. Look at this. Leadership, broccoli. This is Libran energy, and you've got the card number 6, harmony, healing, and cooperation. Pretty sure we mentioned that before as well. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul. Instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers, I can buy myself flowers. Okay? So plant your own garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. You've got plenty of leadership, but this is using it in a new way is what I feel with that waxing Is it waxing? Yeah, this waxing crescent moon is talking about goal setting and planning. I'm learning the phases of the moon, so I have a little sticker just here that I found that really helps me with that. You've got Libran energy. You've got also 2 here as well. Partnerships, balance, duality. It feels like you're leading yourself first. There is a sense of magic and like wielding, how you wield your leadership. Okay, tranquility, violet, very fragile, something very fragile about this energy. And this is Piscean energy, no wonder. Sensitivities, okay, Queen of Cups energy. Everything that slows us down and forces patience, everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help. Gardening is an investment of grace. Shut the front door. Perfectly summarizing everything. Everything that slows us down and forces patience, everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help. Gardening is an investment of grace. Wow. What is going on for you? Agreement. There's that contract energy that I was feeling. Some legal agreements or something with the quill, the feather here with the ink. Again, Libran energy, very sweet. The strawberry is very sweet. Wow. There can be no other occupation like gardening. This is a Green Witch deck if you're wondering why I'm talking about gardening. But they're metaphors, obviously. There can be no other occupation like gardening, in which if you were to creep up behind someone at their work, you would find them smiling. Wow. There's a sweetness in this new agreement that's going to actually fulfill you more. Okay, because if someone was to creep up at you in this new line of work or in this new role of leadership or in this new softness of yours where you're embracing slow, like patient healing energy and actually feeling your feelings and releasing control about things, but actually it moves things forwards faster and gives back to you more, you would be smiling. You're happier about it rather than being drained and exhausted about it. Okay, this is your money story card. Whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Look, can this get any more clear? I love this. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really 2 subjects, you are on. Whether it is the subject of money or the lack of it, or health or lack of it, interesting, we mentioned that, or a relationship or the lack of one, wow. Always you feel good. You are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. Whenever I feel good, I am attracting good. I'm going to hold that there so that you can screenshot that if you need to and read for yourself, because that summarizes everything perfectly as well. So cool. Love that for you. Let's get a final message here for pile number 3. Final advice. Okay, that one really wanted to come out. I show up for myself and the world. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's leave it at that. I am so proud of you, pile number 3. I'm so interested too, very invested in this. I want to know what this means for you. Tell me your story in the comments below. If you would like a personal reading with me, the link to that is also in the description box. I wish you all the best with this. What an incredible journey you are on. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.